what I live to do. I don't do anything else. So yeah, I'll be happy to get back in the ring and have another fight in December.
I mean, it's not Wilder. Did you think you were going to fight him for a long period, and you thought it might come to fruition?
Yeah, I was. The original date was July the 18th. Then that didn't happen because he had an injury that got put back 3 months, October 18th. That didn't happen because they were trying to get a venue that suited everybody. And then they had 3 dates in December 5th, 12th and 19th, which I agreed to all of them. And that obviously didn't happen. So, I'm not going to wait around forever. I need to move on. I've got my own life. I can't live my life around somebody else's,
Do you not feel, obviously the explanation is the contract term has expired. You guys were going to have to agree to something without a crowd in Las Vegas anyway. Presumably you would have fought him if they'd agreed those terms.
Yeah, I agreed to every date they set. Every date that was mentioned, I agreed to, but it's not worth me looking at it now. It's over. Deontay Wilder has I just tried to bring my character down with the bullshit he said. So if I was like the rest of the world, I'd probably sue him for defamation of character for about 100 million. But considering I'm not really interested in doing that type of thing. Yeah. So he'll never get a shot at me now. Finished. He'll never. For what he said. Listen, losing's one thing. Everybody can lose to a better man on the night, but to come out with the amount of BS that he's come out with over the last 8 months, and he's conveniently waited until the contract's expired before he's even opened his mouth for the last 8 months. So yeah, he's ridiculous, and I don't even want to give him any airtime. So that's it for the bomber.
But the last couple of days were very odd about the things in your gloves. I mean, I had the privilege of coming into your dressing room, and as I know, and I can say it here on this recording with you, there's an official sitting there the entire time. His trainer Jay Diaz comes in to see your gloves wrapped, and then they're taped up. I mean, it's almost like he'd taken the Halloween pill last Friday night, wasn't it?
Do you know, I think he's lost his marbles. He first of all, it was the suit. Then it was a bicep injury. Then his trainer was on our team. Then the referee was against him. Then I've had weights in my gloves. Now someone spiked his water. Do you know, it's one of them things, isn't it? None of my interest.
As you say, but saying that you would put something in your gloves to fight him is, it's one, as we know, it's one of the lowest things in boxing is to do that to someone, but to accuse you of doing it seems so wrong. Even
it is defamation of character, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
For sure. So it is what it is. I'm quite concerned for his mental well-being, to be fair, rather than his boxing career. That's gone. So I'm concerned.
In the last couple of days, even Derek Chisora's mentioned in public, and AJ of all contacts him, say, calm the hell down,
All right, cool. That's basically what I wanted to play from that clip with Tyson Fury being interviewed by Gareth Davies. It is what it's expected from the response from Fury, as with the majority of boxing fans who think about Wilder outside of the, Al Heyman, PBC, LDBC flunkies, the protectors of Wilder and the Wildettes, right? Outside of that group, everybody thinks Wilder's crazy. Everybody thinks Wilder's off his marbles. Everybody thinks Wilder has an IQ of a doorknob, right? And he basically said, "Listen, man, I could sue this guy for defamation." Same thing I said about Mark Breland. I'll have a separate video regarding Mark Breland's response, classy response, right, about Wilder. But yeah, man, Wilder, like I said, he has an IQ of a doorknob. What I mean by IQ of a doorknob, which basically means he can be easily manipulated. When you open a door, you can turn the doorknob left or right. You can manipulate how you want to open the damn door, but you only get two basically directions to open the door, left and right. Same thing with Wilder, right? You can manipulate him two ways, but you can always manipulate this guy. He can easily be manipulated, which is why he has and loves to have yes men in his camp, right? JDs, right? Shelly Finkel, right? You know, guys like that in his camp. Malik Scott, who got upgraded to another trainer, another yes man, because Wind knocked his ass out when they fought. Malik Scott and Deontay Wilder. Wind, a gust of wind knocked out Malik Scott. Right? Another yes man, a part of his camp. So guys like Mark Breland, who's been with Deontay Wilder since day one, all of a sudden, for whatever reason, conspired to destroy you by getting with Tyson Fury, right? Which basically means, right? Because again, according to the LDBC, PBC, Al Heyman, Wild Dead Protectors, that Tyson Fury cheated in both fights, right? Tyson Fury cheated in both fights, and that basically means the first fight, which he had a different trainer. Tyson Fury had a different trainer the first fight. That was Ben Davidson. So that means Ben Davidson got with Mark Breland. He got with Tyson Fury's current trainer, right? They all conspired. He got with NSAC, CSAC, VADA, right? The commissions, the network, the sanctioning bodies, Mauricio's, everybody conspired to plot to get rid of Deontay Wilder, including the judges and the referee. So they all got together in a meeting and it came up with this big grand scheme to destroy Wilder's career because he was the second coming. Bitch, you're not important. Wilder, you're not important. Nobody in the history of boxing has ever came up or decided to adopt, I should say, adopt that retarded theory in which you came up with that adopted theory, which is an adopted lie. You gave birth to an adopted lie because it took you 9 months to respond, like I said in my previous videos. You gave birth to a lie. It took you 9 months to respond, and you adopted a lie that was created by you two flunkies. You two flunkies. The LDBC, PBC, Al Heyman, Wild Dead, Dusty Beta male groupies who got in his ear and said, listen, Mark Breland spiked your drink. Tyson Fury had weights in his gloves. He cheated you in the first fight as well. Right? The referee was against you. Everybody was against you. They trying to keep a black man down because they know how powerful you are. Even though that motherfucker is what, almost 35 or about to be 35, and only fought one top 10 heavyweight in his damn career, which was Tyson Fury. That's it. Yeah, that's it. So you have been a very protected fighter, Deontay Wilder, because you're very limited. Like I said before, man, you're a sniper. What do snipers like to do? They like to shoot from long range, right? Which is your right hand. And when they shoot from long range, they only want to make sure they shoot one time. Meaning, Deontay Wilder's not a boxer, man. He's not. He's a one-hitter quitter. He's a sniper. He's only looking to land that one big shot, that right hand, and get you out of there. And that's it. That's it. He's very limited. Everybody knows he can't fight off the back foot. Everybody knows he can't. When he's smothered, he's like a baby trying to walk for the first time. He doesn't know what the hell to do. It's like a fish out of water. When you smother his punches, he does not know what to do on the inside. He's not an inside fighter. He's not a mid-range fighter. Right? He's an outside fighter that's a sniper that likes to hit that right hand at long distance. Close distance, he is absolutely nothing. He is completely nullified. And that's exactly what Tyson Fury did during their second fight. Came forward, and Wilder had no answers because he can't fight off the back foot. Doesn't know how to throw punches off the back foot. Can't do nothing off the back foot. He's completely defenseless off the back foot. And will never learn how to fight off the back foot because JDs don't know shit about boxing. Malik Scott likes to get knocked out by wind, by air. Yeah. So, like I said again, I'm not surprised by Tyson Fury's response. I really wish he should sue Deontay Wilder for defamation, along with Mark Breland, along with Kenny Bayless, along with NSAC, CSAC, Mauricio Suleiman, WBC, the refs, right? Everybody, the network, because you're implicating everybody. Everybody knew about it, besides Wilder. So I hope everybody sues his punk ass for defamation. You know? And as you can see, based off of Fury's response, because remember, Wilder said, oh, well, if he doesn't fight me, I'm going to sue. Does it look like Tyson Fury's worried about him suing? He's not going to sue a goddamn thing. See, the difference is Tyson Fury has a case for defamation. He has a case. Now, unlike the LDBC Wildcat retards, right? They're going to say, well, Tyson Fury needs to produce his evidence. No, he doesn't. It's the other way around. Wilder is the accuser. He needs to produce evidence of spiked drink, loaded gloves, right? The ref is in on it. All this other shit. He needs to produce evidence. If he has evidence, he would have been produced it by now, but he has no evidence. He has literally no leg to stand on. And it's that's the reason why he consulted with the YouTube degenerates of the LDBC, PBC, Alzheimer's, COVID-19 infected, zombie, brain dead motherfuckers. He consulted with them first instead of a goddamn lawyer. If he consulted with a lawyer, they would have told his ass it's a waste of fucking time. You would go broke paying these lawyers all these legal fees for something that is a complete lie. It's an adopted lie. You gave birth to a fucking lie. 9 months to respond. Right? So it is what it is, family. Those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below about Tyson Fury's response to Wilder and his dumbass claims. Leave your comments down below, family. Until next time, GMOGSportsTV signing out.